I'm really just getting the gist of what this event is about. Coming from somebody that has been abused more than once. I stayed silent about it for a very long time. And I didn't tell anyone because I thought that it was my fault. I thought that I had brought it upon myself, that me as a woman, that I should have known better, that I was naive. And I only really just came to the truth that it wasn't my fault, that I didn't bring it upon myself. And to talk about it and to go to therapy about it 2 years ago. I'm 26 now. This happened to me when I was 16. It took me 10 years. 10 years to acknowledge my abuse, to acknowledge what had happened to me, but to also acknowledge that what happened to me doesn't define me. It doesn't make me who I am. Yes, it happened, but that's not a part of my story.
A moving testimonial from a survivor of gender-based violence about the mental health struggles associated with this issue being referred to as a shadow pandemic. It resounded among those in attendance on the steps of Independence Plaza in Belmopan. Gender-based violence is an abuse of human rights and fundamental freedoms. In hosting a Candlelight Vigil, the U.S. government says that it stands with Belize in the fight to protect communities and the need for immediate and concrete actions to counter gender-based violence.
Every year, the world gathers at this time to highlight the issue of violence against girls and women and all those with the courage to express their gender identity. Yet violence continues. Today, more women hold positions of authority across governments and the private sector than ever before, presenting inspirational role models to new generations. Yet there are still too few. We need immediate and concrete action to increase awareness of violence and other issues marginalizing women. We need sustained advocacy efforts and innovative solutions to end all forms of gender-based violence once and for all.
Governor General Dame Froila Salam was among the key speakers at the event. In her remarks, the GG says that the topic of family and gender-based violence is complex and a diverse subject.
Violence is a public safety issue, and it affects our social and economic development. While there is huge debate on whether violence can ever be eliminated and whether it is caused by nature or nurture, experts believe that the complex interaction between genetic and environmental factors, essentially the way children are socialized, plays a much greater role. This shows us clearly it is imperative that we continue to challenge the negative gender stereotypes that we all grew up with and now recognize as being harmful to boys and girls.
Aside from the lit candles, a moment of silence was also observed for those who have lost their lives to gender-based violence. Duane, Moody for News 5.